Hey everybody, my name is AJ, and I was sitting down here to make some pre-generated Shadowdark characters for my friends in case they ever wanted to run or play a game with me. And I got pretty good at it. I've made 5 or 6 of them. I figured I'd make a video and show people how easy it really was. So, what we've got here, I'm using the Fantasy Grounds virtual tabletop, by the way. That should have been in the thumbnail. But I'm using, I've got a character sheet here. And the first thing I need to do is roll 3d6 6 times to find out what my stats are. Now, in Fantasy Grounds, you can create a hot button by typing /DIE space 3d6, whoops, 3d6. And then before you hit the enter key to enter the text, click, drag, and drop it down into a hot button. Now you can see I've done it here, but I've also already had it done here, so we're going to clear that slot. Now that I've got this 3d6 hot button here, it's on hotkey number 3. I can tap the F3 key to activate that hot button. Just going to go ahead and do that 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, if you know anything about Shadowdark, you know that the stats that I rolled are very middling. Nothing great, nothing terrible, and not playable. Because the rules for Shadowdark say that you have to have a 14 in one stat. So we're going to clear those and do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey, there's my 14. All right. All right. So I'm just going to click and drag and drop these onto the character sheet here. Take them straight across because that's what Kelsey said to do. 9 and 11. All right. Still very middling stats. My highest stat is the 14, which is as low as you can possibly have for your high stat. But looks like this will be a decent wizard here. So, let's make a wizard. Alright, what class do we want to make a wizard? Well, I like goblins. So, we're going to click on Ancestries over here. I'm going to grab the goblin, drag, and drop it over. Now, you can make whatever you like. I'm not saying that goblins are better than humans or anything else. I think human actually is still the power gamer race because it gets a second talent roll at level 1, but whatevs. Go with backgrounds. Now, backgrounds doesn't matter so much, but scholar is a decent background for a wizard. So let's do that. And then class ABC, ancestry background class. We're making a wizard. Now, watch. I grab the wizard, I drag and drop it into class, and Fantasy Grounds goes ahead and pre-rolls. Oh, like mackerel, that's a good roll. Fantasy Grounds goes ahead and rolls my hit points. So I rolled a 4 on a d4 with my con of 8. I ended up with 3 total hit points. Talent roll choice. For my talent roll, I got a talent choice or a stat increase. So I could increase, I could pick any talent that I wanted to. So let's look at these. Go to the wizard page, scroll down, wizard talents table, bring this over here so we can see it. I can pick any item or any talent that I want there because I rolled double 6s, boxcars, baby. And right now I'm really torn between getting advantage on a spell cast or getting a +2 and bumping that intelligence score up to a 16. I may be making a bad mistake, but I'm going to bump the intelligence score up to a 16 to get the +1 on all of my casts rather than getting advantage on a single cast, and that's probably a mistake. That's almost everything we need to do. I've got my talent selected. I've got my stats rolled up. I've got my ancestry, background, and class. Inventory. I can go back here. I can open the wizard page again. I can see wizards are proficient with daggers and staves. And normally I would pick a staff, but I think because he's a goblin, we're just going to go with a dagger. So I'm going to click, go to inventory, drag and drop. Dagger, he's not proficient with any armor, so he's going to have a backpack. He's going to have some torches. 1, 2, 3 torches. He's going to have some rations. Again, click, drag, and drop. 1, 2, 3. Or you could simply come over here, click in there, and edit the number, right? So if he wants to have 6 rations because he's exceptionally hungry, he can do that. 3 rations was what I had. Okay, let's see. He's going to want rope. So do that, and he's going to want I don't know what else he might want. Anyway, that's not the point. Okay, we're going to give him a name. I'm going to call him Goblin Wizard because I'm creating pre-gens for my characters, for my players rather, to select from. So when they connect to my Fantasy Grounds server, they can look and they can say, "Oh, that's a Goblin Wizard. I want to play that," right? I'll go back to the main tab here. We're going to scroll down on a wizard page, and we learn that wizards know 3 tier 1 spells of their choice from the wizard spell list. Good. Characters. So we're going to go to spells, and I was already working on a wizard, so it's already set up here. If you're not, you can select the tier from here, right? So if you want 5th tier spells, if you want 1st tier spells like we do, or if you want to see all of the spells, click on the empty space here, right? We're going to go with 1st tier spells now. You can also come up here and choose your class, priest or wizard. We're going to go with wizard, and those are our options. I get 3 of them, so I'm going to go with magic missile. I'm going to go with mage armor, and I'm going to go with burning hands. There we go. Very offensive wizard. Pardon me, I have to keep pausing the video, or pausing the recording, because I have to cough. Now we're going to go to inventory. We'll see that all of these things are carried except the dagger, which is equipped. Since the dagger is equipped, I can go to the main here, and it says equipped there. I can double click here to roll the attack roll. That would hit an armor class of 7, which is not going to deal 2 points of damage to anything because it's going to miss everything. But that's how quick it is. That's how easy it is to create a Shadowdark character in Fantasy Grounds. Again, my name is AJ. I hope that helped. Happy gaming.